Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Spydusky here. Today's video is gonna be on playing Need for Speed on a steering wheel. Now, I had originally recorded this video while playing the actual game. Unfortunately, um, I was too quiet because I wasn't alone and kind of like I don't like really doing this kind of stuff like with people around. So I ended up doing it way too quiet and you could not hear me. So instead of pulling out some bullcrap videos like I've been doing, no, obviously no offense to myself, but sorry to you guys for putting out videos that don't have my voice or any like music in them. They're just straight up gameplay. But um, more of the like, there's a few more videos like that, but for the most part, I like to keep a little bit of voice in it. So I didn't want to post just utter garbage, but basically, as you saw there, we were using the steering wheel, and we are actually going to use the steering wheel. And we're basically doing a few tests with the steering wheel to see which is better. Starting off first, we have the racetrack on the main, like, yeah, on the racetrack. We have the main race on the racetrack using the most expensive car. So I was just gonna basically like practice with the steering wheel and just test a bunch of different things. This video is gonna come out to be like, yeah, I think 15 minutes. I did actually just spin out there, so definitely it's definitely very hard to drift. The reason I keep pausing is because the pause button is really right next to the X button. Okay, so this video isn't gonna be as good as it was going to be because of the awesome like voicing I was doing. I was actually pretty happy with how I was talking and everything. But basically, the steering wheel has some very it feels weird. It'll constantly like push up because it's trying to recenter itself. The drifting is kind of bad. I got used to it at the end, but the drifting was pretty bad for a while. And I didn't do off-road because I felt like it might be kind of bad, but drag racing is really good. So I also had like the pedals and everything, so that's why, yeah. So as you can see, steering wheel doesn't really too much of a difference. It actually makes the game a lot more fun, but definitely a lot harder. I feel like, yeah, I can't like brake as much as I can't, like drift. I can't steer my car better. So it's definitely like a big learning curve. But I'm only having the steering wheel for a little bit, so I just wanted to play with it and practice with it. The buttons are a little weird. Like I think R2 is map or L2 is map, so it's like it's really weird because there's no like touchpad button. But yeah, it's definitely really fun. I really enjoy like using the steering wheel for the day. So on the final lap of the race, again, this isn't really comparing like to show. This is just to say that like these are pretty like the wheels actually pretty nice to use. I can speak about some other things while I'm playing. So this video is just, yeah, it's gonna be me talking for the most part. So sorry if you guys don't really like that. So I'm just gonna end up having to talk through everything because I didn't record it. So you can see there, first place, 2 minutes. Obviously, I'm not gonna be. That was actually my own record there. So I'm not gonna be beating my own record. With the steering wheel, which is kind of obvious. I feel like it's definitely worse than the controller. I think in order of what the best way to play the game is, it's definitely controller, wheel, PC. PC being the worst because I think I've watched a video on it. Pushing like down one of the keys, that just makes it you go like full speed. There's no lower speed when you want to. That's why PC is kind of the worst to play on, and people don't play racing games on PC. So here's the first drag race going off. Basically, the drag race, there's two paddles on the drag race, and if you click them, you can shift up and shift down. So I was just kind of getting used to that on the first one here. Which, yeah, obviously the Ford Mustang being like, really fast crashes into a wall. But I was actually going to win there. I actually end up winning, I believe. I do end up winning. I'm just going to say that for now because you guys will see in a second here. But it was actually a very close match that I had. So first one I lose. I don't actually know what's happening. Talking about something in the background. Again, it's really sucky because I had some stuff planned. But as you can see, so the pedal actually has a really nice way to start the game, like to start the drifting, because you can actually feel like how well you want to put pressure on it. And so yeah, it really helps with that. The drifting, there's two paddles on the steering wheel, which basically allow shifting. So I just press it and it just shifts, which is a lot easier than triangle. Triangle is awful. I hate triangle for for drag racing and payback. That is awful. Anyways, there you go. Now we're on to the final match. I basically lost after that, then won that one. So now this is the final one. Decided to skip it late earlier because just I felt like it's too long. The reason, and it's already a 15-minute video, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, it's probably fair. The reason this video might feel a little bit weird or something, maybe I didn't do much editing, is because I actually recorded this at a different place, and I had to, and I didn't do a voiceover, so I actually had to go onto YouTube, convert this into a file, download onto my PS4, and basically redo the whole entire like video, but just for the voice. So I had to like redo the whole thing, but I had to spend time like downloading it, so it's a little bit, it's harder to edit and stuff. But finishing first place there was 16 seconds. I actually beat the autolog by like a lot. This Ford Mustang is actually insane. So, I don't know if you the videos that come out. I think a video has already come out. I bought Need for Speed Heat, so I think I talked about that in for the pre-recorded video. Basically, I bought Need for Speed Heat with my money, and so I instead of getting it for Christmas, I got it early, and I've been enjoying it. I actually have to restart the game, so if you guys watch the videos coming up, you'll see that there's a red Nissan. I actually lost that car, so unfortunately, I don't have my red Nissan anymore, which really sucks because I really like the red Nissan. It was really nice. Oh yeah, that there's a little cut there because I just found out that I hadn't edited the video like at all, so that's why like it was so long. So it's actually gonna come out to 11 minutes for the video. So I said 15 minutes earlier. That was like the unedited version. I just had to edit really quickly. And so I wasn't talking about it, but we moved on to the runner. So this is the runner car. Just testing it with the wheel. Not much difference about it. Like it's not that big of a difference, honestly. Just a horrible drifting and horrible movement. But overall, yeah, it felt the same. Honestly, maybe even worse than normal. So as I was saying about the Honda, that car just went insane. I ended up losing the car because I didn't update my data over to my other PS4 because I was somewhere else. So I ended up losing all my data on my Heat, which really sucks because even though like I was I was only at the Honda, I actually had like quite a lot of progress, but I then realized that this might actually be a blessing in disguise because I realized I kind of want to pick a different car because I just I use this car a lot, so I was like, you know what, I kind of want to use a car. Also, I failed it. I actually failed it. 4 meters from safety. Isn't that insane? I literally lost 4 meters. Anyways, I realized, yeah, not realized. I basically, I thought because maybe I could pick like the new car, so I'm probably gonna pick up the Ford Mustang in Heat now. I had the Nissan, and so I thought like yeah, this is kind of a blessing because two reasons: the car plus I get to make a new character. As you can see, the drifting here is completely whack. I found out how to drift better later. Just I got into the rhythm of it, I think. So I realized basically that I can no longer like not what am I saying, bro? Basically my character I had I liked I'm a white person, so I like to have like not because I'm white, but I like to have characters that are close to me. Like I like to resemble myself in characters just because I like in NASCAR I want to be like feel like I'm the person racing. So even though I love that there's diversity in Heat, there is one white guy and he's a complete douche. And I'm like, and there's like four black guys, and I'm like all four, but at the same time, it's like, can we get another white guy, or can we just change the color of any character? Because I feel like it's a little weird just to have like, there's literally one character that resembles like in a sense me, but he's the only character, and he looks like a total idiot, and that's kind of stupid. Like, no offense, but I know you know what? Screw that. You take offense if you want to. Yeah, I think that there should be more, either more customization or more of the same race because I don't want to be stuck with the same douche as my character. because I want to resemble myself. I think I'm pretty sure like most black people pick a black person as their character. That's just kind of how what it works. We want to kind of resemble ourselves in our games. So I think it's a little annoying that there's four black people, and I want to try resembling myself. I can only pick one character. That a little annoying. There's also only one Asian guy, which is kind of like okay, so you guys just threw them in there to get diversity for those characters. But it's like and the Asian guy looks cool. That's the problem. I was like thinking about picking maybe the Asian guy or the black guys because I was like, they just look a lot cooler than my like the stupid white guy. But I was like, I kind of want to resemble myself, so I was like, okay, I'll just customize him. But yeah, that's my little rant on just like how I feel like there either should be customizable characters, like your own character, or just make more of them. Make characters that can actually like resemble people. Like, I mean, what happens if I was a white guy? I'm blonde. What happens if I was a white guy with black hair, but there's no white guy with black hair or brown hair? Or, like, like what happens then? What happens then? I can't resemble myself. I can't even recreate myself in the game. It's kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, I feel like it's the same way, but it's better than Payback. At least people actually get to pick their what kind of like, race they want to be in gender. A nice diversity of women and men too. At least 5 and 5. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.